What's going on, guys? So I have a little upgrade, or actually like a bigger upgrade that I'm gonna do to the 2025 1250 Pan America ST. So in the back, as you guys know, I cleaned up the tail and stuff, and it looks so good with the Saddleman step-up seat and the Akrapovic exhaust. This thing is an absolute weapon, guys. I'm telling you. I can't wait to bring you guys all the ride videos from this year on this thing. I'm honestly, truthfully in love with this bike. This thing is so fast, the handles. It is such a joy to ride. And as you guys been seeing, it is no slouch. And on the highway, it is very fast, a lot of torque. But anyway, that's for another video. Today's video is I cleaned up the back, I put the nice little turn signals, and what I'm gonna do today is actually kind of a bigger modification. For me personally, I wanna clean up the front as well. So I wanna put some smaller turn signals on the front. I wanna get rid of all of this, and I wanna get rid of this bar. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to remove the front fairing, which is super simple. It's actually just pops off, believe it or not, you see, and the front fairing is off. It's just held on by these four like pins into these four rubber grommets. So now I put the fairing over there. So this is what I mean by this bar. Like I want to clean this up. I think the bike is going to look a million times better once you're able to see the nice big inverted fork. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this bar off. I'm going to unbolt it there. I'm going to unbolt it here on the other side as well. I'm going to take this whole bar off. I'm actually going to cut it right there because this serves no purpose other than holding this light. But what I'm going to do, like I said, is cut it there, and this whole section of bar is going to be off, but still have the support right here because all of this is going to be connected to hold the fairing on. So I'll be able to remove all that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to head on over to, I found some brackets that I've had left over, and I am going to head on over to my buddy Nick's shop. I'm going to fabricate these brackets. I just have to cut them, sand them, and repaint them. And I don't know what this is for on the Pan America, but obviously it's for something that was probably bolted here on the Pan America specials. There's one here and there's one on the other side, which is perfect because once I fabricate this bracket, I'm going to mount that bracket right onto there like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, let me, I don't know if I got to hold the camera while I do this, but it's basically going to be, this bracket is going to be here, and then this turn signal is going to be right there. And it is going to be, I think, so much neater and nicer rather than all of this. So that's what I'm gonna do. So take a look how it looks now, and that's what I'm saying. It's just, I don't know, I don't think it just doesn't serve any purpose here. It's gonna look a lot cleaner. Like this light in this position here with this whole bracket, it just blocks the entire beautiful big front fork. And I think once that's gone, that's gonna look so much better. So that's what I'm gonna do now, unbolt it. I'm gonna take all these pieces over to my buddy Nick's shop. I'm gonna do what I have to do, repaint them, and then we'll be back in the garage to show you guys how I'm putting it together and how it all looks. All right, guys, so I'm back and I cut all the parts that I needed to, and I sanded them down really nice, painted it nice, gloss black. And I also fabricated these brackets. Like, look how, I think it looks fantastic. It's just nice and neat. Little turn signal here at the bottom. And when you have, obviously, the fork straight, you could see the turn signals perfectly. I'm gonna flip them on for you guys now. So this way you could see how they look. but I think everything looks really cool. Got the left one on right there. Let me put on the other one. And then let me do the hazards. That looks fantastic. That looks so much better because now you're going to be able to see the entire fork. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the side braces, those two pieces right there, and then we'll put the fairing back on. I'll bring the bike out. I'll show you guys how nice and clean it looks. All right, guys, so here's the 1250 ST. As you guys can see, just check out the previous videos, how good I cleaned up the entire back. Man, all you see is big 180 tire on there. In the future, I'm gonna plan on putting a 190 on it, but look how clean the back looks. There's no more fender hanging down. Nice and clean turn signals. We got the Saddleman step up with the tuck and roll. Excellent seat. Love it, and I love how it looks. We got the Akrapovic exhaust. This sounds excellent. Go back, check out the videos. I took the DB killers out of it. The video kind of explains to you guys how I did that. And then what else did we do? We did the tank grips. But I think this one thing with the back, the tail, and the exhaust, this one modification, wow, did it change the bike. Holy cow, this thing is looking more and more like a friggin' StreetFighter if I ever seen one. I'm not kidding you guys. This is Harley Davidson StreetFighter. I'm gonna even pass and say it's a sports tour. Just a couple little modifications. This is a StreetFighter because it is crazy fast. You got the handling, you got the speed, you got the comfort. You could call it a naked, you could call it a StreetFighter. Oh yeah, I also did the radiator guard right there. I got all these parts, the seat, the exhaust, pretty much everything. You could use my code down below. Head on over to www.motorcycledepot.com, use code CycleFanatics10, get yourself a 10% discount off the exhaust, the seat, the tank guards, which are right here. This is a huge plus right there because you can lock your legs into the tank. But guys, look at this front. So like I told you before, we got rid of the bar, right? The bar is gone. The big light that is blocking this beautiful fork is gone. I was able to make these brackets out of other brackets that I had. I cut them, I sanded them down, I polished them, painted them high gloss black. Heat paint, because obviously gets pretty hot here with the engine. Put on these little turn signals, put on some nice sheathing over the wiring, spliced it into the wiring, into the existing wiring. But guys, look at this. This thing looks sick. Like we had a big bar with the big bracket and light covering the fork. Big bar coming up and over and under the light. And then again for this side. And what's fantastic about this bike, it has two mounting points that are already existing on the bike. I'm not sure what they're for. Maybe they could be, has to be something maybe with the special, with the ADV, maybe there's a bar, or is that maybe a bracket for a light? But I utilized it for my turn signals. And they're wider than the fork. You could see them perfectly. Let me flip on the bike and look at that. That is fantastic. I don't know if you can see them. It's pretty sunny out. But guys, wow, did it change the look of the bike. It's crazy. Now you can see that beautiful front fork, the inverted front fork. There's no more bar, which was, you know, really not doing anything. I'm not taking this bike adventure riding. So this looks so clean. It looks sick, guys, I'm telling you. All right, so anyway, enough of that. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Man, I'm really loving this bike. And I'm serious. I'm dead honest, man. I am really loving this bike. There is a lot of good feedback on the channel on this bike and how fast it is and how capable it is. And we're just gonna keep bringing you guys videos of how fast this thing is, how capable this thing is, how well it handles, stuff like that. We're gonna put it through its paces. It's got about 500 miles on it now, and it's running like a top. So two big things. Tomorrow I'm going over to Mike from Torque Custom Cycles in Hackensack. We are going to dyno it, do a dyno run, get some stock power and torque numbers. Then we're going to tune it. I think we're going to use a Vance & Hines fuel pack to tune it. So then after it's tuned, we're going to show you guys those numbers. I'm hoping, I don't know exactly how much we're going to gain. I'm shooting for maybe 10, maybe 15. Listen, if I get 5 to 10, I'll be happy, but whatever. It'll definitely be running better. So yeah, so we're going to tune it. We'll bring you guys the dyno numbers. And then in about, I'm going to say 2 weeks, because I'm waiting on a bunch of parts to come. This is a high bend bars, if you guys don't know. This stock riser right here on the Pan America is 4.5 inches. And this is a 6-inch rise on the bar. So they measure it from the center clamping point to where the bar starts bending right there. So that's a 6-inch rise on this bar. That you would call that a high bend bar. I don't want this high bend bar. I don't think it looks that good. And so what I'm gonna do is we're going to go with a 6.5-inch kickback riser. That's gonna bring it up 2 inches higher and then 1 inch towards me. Then we're gonna go with a mid bend bar. So I think it's around 3 inches of rise on the bar that I'm getting. I think it's a Renthal fat bar. So that's what we're gonna put on, and I did order a red bar. So it's gonna be, I have some spacers to go from 1.25 inch clamping to 1 1/8 on the fat bar, and then the bar tapers down to 7/8 to be able to house the controls, the stock controls, because these are 7/8 at the end. They're not 1 inch like the baggers are. These are 7/8. So I got that bar coming, but that's probably gonna be another 2 weeks. But I'm telling you, after everything, and then once the bars are done, this thing is going to look absolutely proper. It's going to look sick. So yeah, so that's it. Oh, and I'm going to get some bar end mirrors, obviously, to put on here. I'm not sure which ones yet. I'll probably start looking for those, so I have everything. But those are the two main things. Is going to be dynoing tomorrow. Then in about 2 weeks, the bar and risers, mirrors, and then honestly, guys, that's pretty much all I'm going to do to it. Yeah, and then it's just enjoy the damn bike. Tell you guys how it is. Give you guys review miles on it. Do some long distance, short distance trips. We're going to be running a lot of bikes with this because I want to run as many bikes as possible. I'm not saying this is the fastest bike on the planet, okay? All I'm saying is, for what it is, okay, it originated as a Harley Davidson adventure bike. And now when they made the ST, it is 27 pounds lighter, 150 horse, I believe, 92 foot-pounds of torque, 17-inch front and back wheels and tires, all right? Inverted fork, Brembo brakes, Brembo master cylinder. This thing's a proper, whatever you want to call it, sports tour, naked, StreetFighter. I mean, for crying out loud, like even the MT10, what do you got? 160, 165 horse. So you got to understand, like this has a lot of horsepower. You gotta understand that, guys. This bike is so fast, and it would blow your mind because it hasn't been really shown on YouTube. This bike will blow your mind how capable it is. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna go grab something to drink. It's pretty hot out here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.